Back last spring, I received a phone call from, Brien Morgan, and I was busy and missed it. I called him back, and, basically it was a few-minute conversation, and he was basically saying, we're not bad people. My son's not a bad person. And, basically, you know, and I said, well, what can I do? Basically, what can I do to make it better? And he mentioned the license plate and $170, thing from, a dealership you had to have it fixed at or something. I guess to me, why would somebody call someone like that, if the design was just to get me to leave someone alone? And, ideally, when you want someone to be left alone, you tell them yourself. You tell them why, you're respectful, you're cordial, you acknowledge, their humanity. I'm a human being, as is Peyton. We both have feelings and we both have, insecurities. It's part of being human. And one of my big things is not being acknowledged. Being ignored, being looked at as trash. When I was lured to 30 East College Street, I felt subhuman. I was, called over there. Peyton was on the other end of the phone. He, avoided eye contact with me when the cops were, sitting there talking to me. Him and Olivia, were, ignoring, looking the other way. It was, very, very hurtful. And I don't like being, dehumanized, being made vulnerable, being put in a, vulnerable situation. That's one of my biggest things. It's what I'm really afraid of. And that's what that did. It really dehumanized me. Peyton is a human, I'm a human. But I feel like when all this happens, they don't think I'm a human being. They don't, acknowledge my humanity. And, the fact that Brien called me is, highly strange, highly suspicious. And then obviously after that, I started getting prank calls from his number, my mom's number, numbers from, my work. How did they know I worked at Max at Bond? How did you know I worked at Walgreens? How did you know my mom was going to Poland? That is highly, highly unusual. There was absolutely zero way that they could have known that my mom was going to Poland, with the exception of having my phone hacked or being told by somebody. Who told them? My mom, my grandparents. Who told them that? Or was my phone hacked? That's where it becomes highly, highly concerning. So, frankly, I need the truth. I can't move on without closure. That's a certainty. I just can't.